The massive observation deck of New Horizon Colony's central judicial complex hummed with quiet electronic precision. Judge Hyun Park adjusted his crisp navy blue uniform, the holographic displays around him flickering with countless legal documents and case files. Outside the panoramic windows, 3 massive starships drifted silently, massive interstellar transport vessels carrying goods and passengers from distant star systems. Metallic blue and silver hulls reflected the soft amber light of the colony's artificial sun, creating a mesmerizing visual landscape that contrasted with the sterile interior of the courtroom. Yoona Kim stood precisely 2.7 meters from the judicial bench, her posture relaxed yet professional. She wore a simple graphene-embedded research jacket, typical of scientific personnel in the colony. A small communication device glimmered subtly on her left wrist, its quantum encryption barely visible. The robotic court assistant, a sleek humanoid with transparent crystalline components, scanned Yoona's credentials. Its holographic eyes processed information at lightning speed, comparing her background against multiple galactic databases. Administrative violation 7 Alpha detected, the robot announced in a neutral tone. Financial penalty, 50,000 stellar. Credits. Hyun's fingers danced across the holographic interface, pulling up Yoona's professional profile. Her credentials were impeccable. Xenobiological researcher, multiple interstellar research grants, published papers in advanced medical journals across 3 different star systems. But something seemed unusual. A minor bureaucratic infraction. Typically wouldn't warrant such intense judicial scrutiny. The colony's automated systems were generally efficient and self-correcting. Yet here she was, standing calm and collected, facing potential significant financial punishment. The starships outside continued their silent ballet, massive engines occasionally pulsing with soft blue energy. Distant asteroid mining platforms could be seen rotating slowly in the background, mechanical arms extracting rare minerals that powered entire galactic economies. Yoona's communication device suddenly blinked, an incoming quantum-encrypted message. She subtly glanced, her eyes reflecting a momentary hint of concern mixed with anticipation. Judge Hyun noticed her slight movement. His augmented judicial implants, standard equipment for colonial magistrates, detected minute changes in her physiological responses. Elevated heart rate, slight perspiration, micro-expressions suggesting internal calculation. "Dr. Kim," he spoke, his voice carrying the classic authoritative tone of a seasoned judicial official. "You understand the severity of the administrative discrepancy in your research funding documentation?" Yoona smiled. Not a nervous smile, not a confrontational smile, but a smile that suggested she knew something he didn't. The robotic court assistant continued processing, holographic data streams dancing around its transparent form. Mechanical precision met human complexity in this moment of bureaucratic tension. Outside, a massive cargo shuttle smoothly entered the colony's docking bay, its gravitational stabilizers creating a subtle ripple in the observation deck's environmental field. Cargo shuttles rarely attracted attention, but this one seemed different, its hull bearing subtle markings of an advanced research consortium. Hyun's judicial implants continued analyzing Yoona's physiological responses. Each micro-movement, each subtle breath became a data point in his comprehensive assessment. The quantum-encrypted device on Yoona's wrist blinked again. This time, a holographic projection briefly flickered. Medical research data, planetary relief charts, complex scientific diagrams that disappeared almost as quickly as they emerged. Something significant was happening, and neither Hyun nor Yoona was prepared to reveal their complete hand. The judicial proceedings had only just begun. End of Part 1. The preliminary hearing room transformed, holographic walls shifting to reveal intricate legal landscapes. Soft blue diagnostic lights traced Yoona's movements, her research jacket subtly adapting to the room's ambient temperature. Hyun's judicial interface began displaying complex financial documentation, each digital document spinning and rotating like abstract three-dimensional puzzles. The quantum-encrypted records showed multiple discrepancies in Yoona's research funding, tiny inconsistencies that would make most bureaucrats nervous. But Yuna remained calm. A distant mechanical hum indicated incoming interstellar communication. The room's advanced acoustic systems filtered background noise, creating a pristine audio environment where every word carried precise weight. "Your documentation suggests unauthorized fund redirection," Hyun stated, his voice clinical and detached. "Approximately 2.3 million stellar credits have been traced through unconventional financial channels." Yuna's quantum communication device pulsed briefly, an incoming encrypted transmission from what appeared to be a deep space research station. The signal's origin was deliberately obscured, its quantum encryption far beyond standard colonial communication protocols. Outside the panoramic windows, a massive research vessel slowly navigated through New Horizons' orbital traffic. Its hull bore subtle markings of an advanced xenobiological research consortium, sleek, silver-blue metallic surfaces reflecting distant starlight. "I can explain," Yuna responded, her tone measured and controlled. Her fingers subtly activated a holographic data sequence. Suddenly, the room filled with three-dimensional medical research projections, complex biological diagrams showing intricate medical interventions for multiple alien species. Crystalline robotic assistants surrounding the judicial platform began analyzing the data, their transparent computational matrices, processing information at quantum speeds. Each projection revealed layers of sophisticated medical research that seemed far more complex than a simple funding discrepancy. A holographic representation of an alien medical patient appeared, a being with translucent skin and multiple respiratory chambers. The creature's medical scan showed advanced stages of an unknown interstellar pandemic, its biological systems struggling against complex molecular challenges. Hyun's judicial implants processed the information, detecting multiple layers of scientific complexity hidden beneath apparent administrative violations. "These medical research protocols," Hyun questioned, "they require substantial financial resources." Yuna nodded. "Not just resources, strategic financial navigation to bypass conventional bureaucratic limitations." Her quantum device blinked again. Another encrypted transmission, this time showing comprehensive vaccination development stages for 3 different alien civilizations. The research vessel outside slowly rotated, revealing advanced scanning equipment designed for complex xenobiological research. Its massive gravitational stabilizers created subtle ripples in New Horizons' orbital environmental field. Mechanical robotic assistants began cross-referencing Yuna's research documentation. Their transparent computational matrices processed millions of data points per microsecond, searching for potential inconsistencies. Hyun realized something profound was happening. This wasn't just about financial discrepancies, this was about something much larger. A complex humanitarian mission operating beyond traditional bureaucratic frameworks. The room's environmental systems subtly adjusted, creating an atmosphere of increasing tension and anticipation. Holographic legal documents continued spinning, revealing glimpses of a much larger narrative. Yuna's research wasn't just scientific, it was a calculated humanitarian intervention spanning multiple star systems, and Judge Hyun was about to discover exactly how deep this rabbit hole went. The preliminary hearing had only just begun to reveal its true complexity. End of part 2. Would you like me to continue with the next part of the story? The judicial chamber suddenly erupted with a cascade of holographic projections, transforming the sterile environment into a dynamic landscape of medical and humanitarian data. Yuna's quantum device pulsed with an intensity that made the robotic court assistants momentarily freeze their computational processes. Massive three-dimensional medical charts exploded across the room, intricate biological networks showing vaccination, progress for multiple alien civilizations. Each projection revealed a complex web of medical interventions that stretched across 6 different star systems. A holographic representation of a distant planetary surface materialized, a world with triple moons and a lavender atmosphere. Injured. Alien children received medical treatment from human researchers, their translucent skin showing advanced healing processes developed through Yuna's groundbreaking work. These aren't just medical records, Hyun muttered, his judicial implants working overtime to process the overwhelming information. Mechanical translation devices began decoding communication logs, emergency medical transmissions from planets ravaged by an unknown pandemic. Quantum encrypted messages revealed a network of relief missions so sophisticated that they made traditional governmental aid look primitive. Outside the judicial complex, 3 research vessels repositioned themselves, their advanced scanning equipment picking up the intense data transmission happening inside the hearing chamber. Gravitational stabilizers created subtle electromagnetic ripples that danced across New Horizons' orbital environment. Yuna's research went far beyond simple medical intervention. She had created an entire interstellar humanitarian network that operated in the shadows of conventional bureaucratic systems. A holographic projection showed a remote desert planet where robotic medical units distributed carefully developed vaccines. Mechanical assistants worked alongside human researchers, their transparent computational matrices synchronized to deliver precise medical support. The financial discrepancies, Hyun realized, were actually carefully planned funding routes for these missions. Alien species from 3 different star systems appeared in the projections, beings with crystalline exoskeletons, gaseous life forms, and silicon-based organisms. Each group showed remarkable recovery rates from a pandemic that had previously seemed insurmountable. Yuna's quantum device continued transmitting, revealing layer after layer of a humanitarian mission so complex that it defied traditional understanding. Emergency medical research stations orbited distant planets, their advanced technologies pushing the boundaries of interstellar medical intervention. Robotic court assistants began recalculating everything. The minor administrative violation transformed into something entirely different, a meticulously planned humanitarian operation that operated beyond conventional legal frameworks. A transmission from a deep space research station showed emergency medical protocols being implemented on a planet with extreme atmospheric conditions. Robotic medical units worked alongside human researchers, their movements precise and calculated. "How long has this been happening?" Hyun asked, his voice a mixture of professional curiosity and genuine amazement. Yuna's smile carried the weight of years of carefully planned humanitarian work. Her research wasn't just scientific, it was a calculated intervention that challenged the very concept of interstellar aid. The mechanical court assistants processed the information, their transparent computational matrices working at quantum speeds. Each data point revealed a more complex picture of Yuna's extraordinary work. Outside, the research vessels continued their silent orbital dance, their advanced scanning equipment capturing every moment of the unprecedented judicial revelation. The IDIS room buzzed with the energy of discovery, a moment where bureaucratic procedure collided with extraordinary human compassion. The judicial chamber dissolved into a sea of holographic memories, transforming the sterile environment into a living documentary of Yuna's extraordinary humanitarian mission. Hyun stood motionless, his augmented judicial implants struggling to process the magnitude of what he was witnessing. Massive projection screens revealed entire planetary ecosystems transformed by Yuna's medical interventions. On a distant world, with triple crimson moons, robotic medical units worked alongside human researchers, distributing carefully engineered vaccines to species with complex biological structures. Mechanical translation devices began decoding communication logs from multiple star systems. Emergency medical transmissions painted a picture of hope. Civilizations on the brink of total biological collapse now showing remarkable recovery rates. A holographic representation of a gas giant's research station materialized, advanced medical laboratories suspended in the planet's turbulent atmospheric layers. Quantum encrypted research logs showed breakthrough treatments for diseases that had previously been considered impossible to cure. "This isn't just medical research," Hyun whispered, his professional facade crumbling. "This is a complete reimagining of interstellar humanitarian aid." Yuna's quantum device continued transmitting, revealing layers of a mission so complex It challenged the very foundations of colonial bureaucratic thinking. Emergency medical research stations orbited distant planets, their advanced technologies pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. Outside the judicial complex, advanced research vessels repositioned themselves, their scanning equipment capturing every nuance of the extraordinary revelation. Gravitational stabilizers created subtle electromagnetic ripples that seemed to pulse with the energy of discovery. The mechanical court assistants recalculated everything. Financial discrepancies transformed into carefully orchestrated funding, routes for missions that saved entire civilizations. Each data point revealed a more intricate picture of strategic humanitarian intervention. A transmission from a deep space research station showed medical protocols being implemented on a planet with extreme silicon-based life forms. Robotic medical units worked with precision, their transparent computational matrices synchronized to deliver life-saving interventions. Alien species from 3 different star systems appeared in the projections, beings with crystalline exoskeletons, gaseous life forms, and complex neural networks. Each group showed remarkable biological resilience, a testament to Yuna's groundbreaking research. Hyun's judicial implants began to malfunction, overwhelmed by the complexity of the information. Holographic medical charts danced around him. Vaccination progress, emergency medical interventions, complex biological recovery networks. "How is this even possible?" he muttered, his professional detachment completely shattered. Yuna's smile carried the weight of years of carefully planned humanitarian work. Her research wasn't just scientific. It was a calculated intervention that challenged the very concept of interstellar aid and human potential. The room buzzed with the energy of discovery, a moment where bureaucratic procedure collided with extraordinary human compassion. Mechanical assistants processed millions of data points, revealing a network of hope that stretched across multiple star systems. Distant planetary surfaces appeared, worlds with impossible atmospheric conditions, planets ravaged by unknown pandemics, civilizations on the brink of total biological collapse. Each projection showed remarkable recovery, a testament to human ingenuity and compassion. Robotic medical units continued their precise movements, working alongside human researchers in an intricate dance of technological and biological intervention. Quantum-encrypted communication networks pulsed with the energy of hope. Hyun realized he was witnessing something far more significant than a simple administrative hearing. This was a transformation, a moment that would redefine humanity's role in the interstellar community. The projections continued to spin, revealing layers of a mission that went far beyond medical research, a complex network of hope, intervention, and extraordinary human potential that challenged everything he thought he knew about bureaucracy. Science and compassion. End of part 4. Would you like me to continue with the final part of the story? The judicial chamber transformed into a landscape of human potential, the sterile environment now pulsing with the raw energy of compassion and discovery. Hyun stood at the epicenter, his entire understanding of bureaucracy and humanitarian aid fundamentally shattered. Massive holographic displays continued spinning, revealing the intricate network of Yuna's interstellar medical intervention program. Robotic assistants worked overtime, processing millions of data points that told a story of hope beyond conventional understanding. "I'm dismissing all charges," Hyun announced, his voice carrying a newfound reverence that surprised even himself. Quantum communication devices across the colony began transmitting Yuna's extraordinary work. Research vessels in distant orbital paths adjusted their scanning equipment, capturing the unprecedented moment of judicial transformation. A holographic projection materialized, showing a remote planetary surface where children from 3 different alien species received advanced medical treatment. Robotic medical units moved with precision, their transparent computational matrices working in perfect synchronization with human researchers. Yuna's network extended far beyond simple medical intervention. It was a complex system of hope, carefully engineered to bypass traditional bureaucratic limitations. Each transmission revealed layers of strategic humanitarian work that challenged everything known about interstellar aid. Mechanical translation. Devices began decoding communication logs from multiple star systems. Emergency medical transmissions painted a picture of entire civilizations pulled back from the brink of total biological collapse. Outside the judicial complex, 3 advanced research vessels slowly rotated, their advanced scanning equipment capturing every moment of the extraordinary revelation. Gravitational stabilizers created subtle electromagnetic ripples that seemed to pulse with the energy of discovery. "We need to change everything," Hyun declared, his judicial implants now fully committed to supporting Yuna's mission. "The entire colonial administrative system requires complete reconstruction." Distant planetary surfaces appeared in holographic displays. Worlds with impossible atmospheric conditions, civilizations saved through extraordinary medical interventions. Each projection told a story of human potential that transcended traditional understanding. Yuna's quantum device continued, transmitting, revealing a network so sophisticated that it made traditional governmental aid look primitive. Emergency medical research stations orbited distant planets, their advanced technologies pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. Robotic court assistants began developing new administrative protocols, their transparent, computational matrices working to create legal frameworks that could support such extraordinary humanitarian missions. A transmission from a deep space research station showed medical protocols being implemented on a planet with extreme environmental challenges. Robotic medical units worked alongside human researchers, their movements a perfect blend of technological precision and human compassion. The mechanical assistants processed the information, revealing a mission that went far beyond medical research. It was a complex network of hope, intervention, and extraordinary human potential that challenged everything previously understood about interstellar humanitarian aid. Hyun realized he was witnessing a fundamental shift in human understanding. This wasn't just about medical intervention. It was about redefining the very concept of compassion on an interstellar scale. Holographic medical charts danced around the chamber, vaccination progress, emergency medical interventions, complex biological recovery networks that stretched across multiple star systems. "We'll need to create an entirely new administrative division," Hyun said, his voice filled with a mixture of professional determination and genuine excitement. A department dedicated to supporting these extraordinary humanitarian missions. Yuna's smile carried the weight of years of carefully planned work. Her research had not just saved civilizations, it had fundamentally transformed the understanding of human potential in the interstellar age. The room continued to pulse with the energy of discovery, a moment where bureaucratic procedure had been completely reimagined through the lens of extraordinary human compassion. As the holographic displays continued to spin, they revealed layers of a mission that would redefine humanity's role in the universe, a complex network of hope, intervention, and extraordinary potential that would inspire generations to come. End of Part 5. Hyun realized he was witnessing something far more significant than a simple administrative hearing. This was a revelation that would challenge everything he understood about humanitarian intervention in the interstellar age. The projections continued to spin, revealing layers of a mission that went far beyond medical research, a complex network of hope, intervention, and extraordinary human potential. End of Part 3. Would you like me to continue with the next part of the story? Would you like me to continue with the next part of the story?